Do you recognize that song? I don't know if that's true or not, Dex. I don't know possibly what you could be talking about. You definitely have never heard it before. Stop lying. It definitely is not something that we both watch fairly regularly or anything like that. I think you're lying. I definitely think you're lying. I think you're lying. It's true. Yeah, it's the thing with what going to the thing that you posted before where it took the break. It's because the reason they're not fighting back is because they think they want this. And if nothing changes in the next, like, 2 or 3, 4 years, I guarantee you they're going to have second thoughts about it. But by that point, it's going to be too late because the thing, when you could have taken action, is going to be over, you know? It's the unfortunate truth. Because the time to take action is always right now, you know? It's not later, it is now. And unfortunately... Oh, I already did that. Okay, cool. Picking it up, reset it. Okay, this is good. I think we have finished all of this. Alright, going to the other side now. Yeah, I'm hoping to, whatever higher power there may be, that people do the right thing in the midterms. I mean, if we even have a midterms. There's already indications that Trump and company are gonna try to do some shenanigans there, so, you know. Oh, but that's something the woke left does. It's like, okay. They're just trying to balance the playbook after years and years of this. Okay, guys. Cool. 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 Again, I have to be careful what I say, though, because I could easily get fired from my teaching position. But I also don't really give a shit if I get fired from it, because, like, if I get fired over expressing my views, then that's just suppressing my free speech. You know? Oh, but they don't care about free speech anymore. That's the other thing. Railing for years about free speech, and then now you don't actually care about it. Because as long as it suppresses the people that are against you. The only thing that matters, as long as you agree, then you can say whatever you want. But it has to be in agreement with whomever. But again, people also misconstrue what free speech means, because free speech is about the government and not about everyday life. But hey, you know... It actually doesn't really pertain to private companies, private businesses at all. It's actually about the government. But hey, you know, it's free speech. It's every day. You're shutting off my free speech. It's just people have a fundamental misunderstanding of what that means, just like they have a fundamental misunderstanding of what freaking the Second Amendment is and everything else. So, whatever. Sorry, I'm like staying on this topic, but now it's like you've like it's pill-bugged in my brain now, and that's all I can think about. You all have to deal with this now. PowerWash Simulator has brought this out of me. But also, if you disagree with anything I say, you probably shouldn't be following me anyway, so you probably should unfollow me if you disagree with anything I'm saying, because we are just fundamentally opposed. We have fundamentally opposing views. Or you can stick around too. I'm not one to say that you need to actually unfollow. But if you're gonna be like a jerk about it, you probably should unfollow, because I don't want to deal with jerky poos. Consequences. Free speech is not freedom from consequences. You can say what you want, but doesn't mean people have to stay friends with you. A business doesn't have to let you do business with them, etc. Yeah. True that. But again, that's not how people are seeing it these days. Either way, it is what it is. It's the current state that we live in. And yeah, I guess I am some woke radical leftist. If that means I'm gonna get thrown in prison, I guess it does. Unfortunately. How was your weekend? My weekend was fine. I streamed all day on Saturday. It was lovely. I'm challenging myself to stream every day in the month of November. And I'm going to do regular 8-hour streams. Because I'm trying to just grow and not necessarily grow my channel, but grow in my skill sets. And trying to get better being on camera and stuff. And I think it's just one of those things I need to do more of and go back and like watch and see like where I'm fumbling. I want to become more articulate than what I am, because I know I like stumble over words a lot and stuff, especially when I'm reading, so that's something else I'm like focusing in on. How was the 100-line demo? I enjoyed it a lot. I like it. I mean, here's the thing. I already like Vanillaware games. Like, I love 13 Sentinels, so I was gonna play 100-line demo. I was gonna play 100-line eventually. I was just humoring Funky. Funky wanted me to play it, so I played it for him. I'm gonna play it on stream. Like, whenever I finally get the money and I'm able to get it, then yeah. I have other priorities to play first, though. That brother, yes, I agree. That brother does need to go. Ema's a freaking freak. You know how I feel about it. You were there. You saw me. You heard me say I want to punch him in the face. You heard me say I want to punch him in the face. Oh, annoying little bastard. You want to throw him into the Undying Fire? Exactly. To be fair, I want to throw most of the characters that they introduced to you in the demo into the Undying Fire. There was only like 3 normal, maybe 2 normal ones, and everybody else was a freak. Dang it, why did I do that? I just reset the soap. I don't trust blue hair girl. She wants the game to be Danganronpa so bad, so can't trust her. Yeah. Yep, you can't trust her. Listen, I don't trust any of them. I think they're all lying to me. I think they're all liars. Yeah, the game seems cool. Like, Again, I love 13 Sentinels. I love Danganronpa. So like, I was gonna play it eventually. I just, you know, I have other priorities. I have other games that I want to play first. It's on the list of things to play. Honestly, like, I want to play Digimon Time Stranger before I play that too. Like, just because I like Digimon more. I like Digimon as a franchise more. I want to play freaking Trails in the Sky remaster. I want to play Tales of Xillia remaster. Oh my god, I want to play a lot of remasters. Because I also want to play the Dragon Quest games, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remakes. Yeah, I want to get Digimon so bad. Yeah, I mean, like, for me, like, if I'm able to, I think for like my Christmas gift to myself is going to be Digimon and Trails in the Sky. Gosh dang it, I keep falling. Are you gonna get the remaster? You gonna get the remaster, Verum? Tales of Xillia is one I've never played. I've never played Xillia. I've hear it's amazing though. My first Tales game was Vesperia. And then I played Vesperia, and then that's the only one I played until I got a PlayStation, and then I got Berseria and what's the other one? The Z one, and then of course Arise. And that's I played those on PlayStation 4 or 5 and all that. So yeah, like I think Digimon Time Stranger and Trails in the Sky are going to be the two games I get for myself for like as my Christmas gift. You know, gosh dang it! Why do I keep falling? Ah! And then eventually I'll get Tales of Xillia as well. And then somewhere down the line, when it's like $10, I will get 100 line. I grew up with Symphonia and have been keeping up with the series since then. Nice. Yeah, I got Vesperia back on the Xbox 360. I still have my physical copy of it too. That was my first Tales game, and then that was my only Tales game for the longest time. And then the one after that, the next one after that I played was Vesperia, I think. Is Vesperia or the Z one? What is it? Symphonia? Whatever. Not Symphonia, it's Z. Zemiria? So what is the Z one? Clearly I know very well. And then I really enjoyed Tales of Arise. I think I love Tales of Arise. I haven't played the Tales of Arise DLC expansion that got released. Someday I will. I bought it. I just haven't played it. Zestiria. There we go. I was like, what is the name of that stupid one? That's the one that not a lot of people like, right? Arise was really good, yeah. Loved Arise. I just need to play the expansion stuff. I will in the future. Actually, Tales of Arise was one of the first games I ever streamed. I streamed it back when it first came out, when I had like 0 viewers, 0 followers during the pandemic. It was one of the first games I completed on stream. I am almost done, and I will not have to... Actually, I'm going to have to still climb on things. Yeah, Zestiria was just man. Bestiria was better, but still man for me. I tied them together since Zestiria is linked to Zestiria. Yeah, I liked Bestiria a lot. Bestiria, whatever. I enjoyed it a lot more. It's been so long since I've played them though. Dang it! Why did I do that? Why do I keep resetting? It's been so long since I've played either one of them though. I started replaying Vesperia because of the remaster that I got a couple of years ago. I say a couple of years ago, but it probably was a lot longer than a couple of years ago. But I have Vesperia installed on my PlayStation right now because I was planning on streaming it eventually. Because I want to get those. I want to get that sweet platinum for Vesperia on PlayStation. Mother flop ducks! I keep falling off the damn roof! Ah! The real question, though, Dex, are you going to try the Legend of Heroes series? You gonna dive into the beautiful, wonderful world of Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, first chapter? God, I hope they make I hope they do a full remake of second chapter and third. Because, like, oh my God, I just love that series so much. I love the Legend of Heroes series so much. Such a good series. Oh, nice. The remaster remake is just so good. At least from what I played of the demo, I don't actually own it yet, but the demo was beautiful. Unpopular opinion, I like first chapter more than second chapter. I like them both. I like them both. They were both really good. I definitely think 2 is a little bit better. I think there were, like, story-wise, plot-wise, I think 2 is just overall better. But 1 is good too. I like both. I mean, you gotta play the first one to play the second. You gotta play the first one to really appreciate the second one, so, you know. Hey, everybody has their preferences, so it's not that big of a deal. I'll never knock anyone's unpopular opinion because my unpopular opinion is that I like Mass Effect 3 more than Mass Effect 1 or 2, so... I actually think Andromeda is better than Mass Effect 1, so that's another unpopular opinion. Sorry, folks out there, Andromeda is better than Mass Effect 1. I'd argue that Andromeda is probably on par with Mass Effect 2. But what do I know? I have only played all of those games a million freaking times. Idiots. Just gonna insult everybody by calling them idiots. Damn. Don't get me wrong, second chapter is still awesome. Don't get me wrong, second chapter is still awesome. I just was more engaged with the first story, but my friend who is a sicko about the series was very upset when I was blown away by the reveals in 2 because of me. They were like, oh, that's what it is, rather than, oh my god, I didn't see that coming. Oh. Damn. So you ruined a game for somebody. You feel like a big man for doing that? Ruining games for people? My god. What a monster. Yeah, just try to get this a little bit easier. Well, like, the reveal of Oliver, I knew he was more than what he was letting on because they were teasing it so much. So when he revealed his true identity, I was like, ah, and then holy shit, yeah. I mean, here's the thing with stuff like that, like, I don't know. It's... Once you kind of know, like, anime tropes and stuff, it's easy to spot those things, right? Like, once you know anime tropes or JRPG tropes, because, like, this is gonna be, maybe this is a hot take, I don't know, but like, it's easy to identify things in JRPGs a lot of the times because they all follow a very similar format, right? Like, I am very rarely surprised in a JRPG or in an anime because I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just kind of standard. They all follow a very similar plotting and like devices and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. Because I feel the same way, like, I feel the same way. I felt the same way. Reveals happen and I'm just like, I figured as much. I don't think I've ever just been completely, oh my god, with anything, especially like in a Tales game or in a Legend of Heroes game or anything like that. It's all just been like, yep, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I didn't know. How could you have? And it's like, I didn't know he was that, but him being that wasn't like insane. Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's just, it's normal. I don't know. It's I think it might also be just like my literary brain understanding storytelling and stuff too. It's like, because I'll be real with you, all storytelling is pretty much the same. Whether it's, now there is a little slight differences in Western storytelling, Western style storytelling, and Eastern style storytelling, but even then, it's like, storytelling is storytelling. You kind of follow all the same key plot points and you kind of follow all the same key things to engage your viewers, your readers, your players and stuff, so you still have to fundamentally hit a few of the very similar things in structure. So I don't know. Maybe it might be because I'm too analytical when it comes to like storytelling in video games that I struggle to get surprised by things. I'm too analytical, at least when it comes to storytelling and stuff. Because it's been years of my education, it was just that, right? So I have a master's in all that shite. I do get surprised by reels when they tease something so hard and in my face, but I'm not going to be blown away once they tell me. Yeah. I could just be an asshole, too. That's probably what it is. I'm just an asshole and don't care. You're telling me I'm supposed to care about these characters? Bullcrap. I don't care about them. I genuinely can't think of a recent game in recent memory that truly surprised me. Because like not even the reveals in Claire Expedition 33 like surprised me. It was more of a that makes sense. Okay, cool. Love or hate Kingdom Hearts, I think they do a good job with their reveals. It allows me to be surprised or excited. Nice. I look forward to the day that I play that series. It's gonna happen someday. It's gonna happen someday. I have them on PlayStation. I will one day play them. I started playing the first one, and then it dropped off immediately. One day I will play them. I'm not the #1 hater on the internet. Dude, I recognize that it's a fantastic game. I just don't enjoy it. I don't like the combat. The combat doesn't do it for me. And honestly, I don't think it does a very good job after Act 2. I don't think Act 3 is that good. I think the ending is good. I think the structure of Act 3 is awful. The end of Act 1 was like, damn, shit's real, yo. Yeah. My whole thing with that was like, I figured he was gonna, Gustav was gonna die at some point. I don't know why I had that feeling. I think the surprise for me was that it was in Act 1, at the end of Act 1. I guess that was a surprise for me in that regard, but even then I was just like, yeah, I mean, I figured he was gonna die. Just like from a narrative standpoint, it makes sense that he would be. It would make sense from a narrative standpoint that he or the majority of the people would die somehow. So, but like the reveal for like everything just like didn't do it for me. I just was not. The reveal wasn't a surprise for me. It was just like, I don't know if I vibe with this. I don't actually like this reveal of the writers and painters and all that. Was not a big fan of that. I'm interested in seeing like what they could do with all that if they decide to continue like this that world, if they want to continue making games in that world. I'm curious of what more stories they could tell. But I don't know. But I'm glad people enjoyed it. I'm glad people found enjoyment out of all of it and enjoyed the story. So no, I'm not hating. It's just not my preference, you know? I'm just bitter because they made the writers the bad guys. Yeah, exactly. Angry because they made the writers the bad guys. I'm not a bad person, it's true. Those painters are the bad guys. You can't trust painters, it's true. Those painters, bad people, all of them. I mean, that's technically not wrong, because they're not... The painters aren't very good people either. Like, let's be real. Well, let's be real. They're not that good either. Jess, I'm messing with you. I'm not being serious. I know. But I want to get offended, Dex. Let me be offended. Let me be offended, explain my position more. How dare you? How dare you, Dex, to tell me how I should feel right now? You know what I have to say to you? F Dex. Change the ice to Dex. F Dex. I need this ladder to go away. Ladder, I need you to go away. Go over there for a second. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this on this stream. We have 20 minutes left of the stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it here. Dang. We might have to do a part 3 of this. How unfortunate for me. This is the first 3-parter that we've done. Again, this is for YouTube folk, and whenever in regards to parters, with how I'm gonna break up episodes of this on YouTube. Was not expecting the farm to take this long. Dang it. Why is this always at an angle? This is annoying. Ding, 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 ding. Eh. Dang it. I was hoping that was going to survive that for me. But I was wrong. It didn't. Oh. Okay, we got that cleaned. So that door's done, that door's done, that window's done. Okay. Okay, that's done. Okay, I think we're gonna have this. We're gonna at least have the front part done, hopefully. Hopefully by the end of the stream, we'll have the front part done. So anybody got any big plans for the holiday season coming up? Any big plans for the good old Christmas? Thanksgiving? New Year's? Hanukkah, if you celebrate Hanukkah. Kwanzaa, if you celebrate Kwanzaa. What other holidays are in there? There's like a million holidays in this holiday season. I can never remember them all. I can only remember the big ones. My big plan is just to stream. Just gonna be a stream vampire vomit creature. Just streaming and streaming on. Thanksgiving, me and Dre are just doing a dinner for ourselves, and Christmas we are going to visit my in-laws. Nice. I will not be doing anything for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is a pointless freaking holiday. Sorry, everybody. For those of you who like Thanksgiving for some reason, you freaking weirdos out there. A holiday that, like, is kind of messed up that we celebrate it, but whatever. That's the woke mind virus in me talking, though. I gotta purge this woke mind virus in my brain. It's an excuse to eat a lot? I mean... Technically, you can make an excuse any day of the week to eat a lot. Come on now. If you need a reason to eat a lot, come up with a better reason. Come on. Lots of people make you yummy food to eat? Okay. I'm glad you find comfort in that. I'm gonna be honest, not the biggest fan of, like, of turkey and stuff. Of a turkey feast on of Thanksgiving. Oh no, I think I'm just a curmudgeon. I think I'm just a curmudgeon when it comes to holidays. I'm just not a holiday person, man. I barely even want to celebrate my birthday, so I'm just a curmudgeon. I accept it. I am openly embrace that I'm a curmudgeon. A holiday contrarian? No, I'm not a contrarian to it. I just don't care for him. I would never say I'm a contrarian because, like, as long as if you like what you like, you like what you like. I'm not gonna, like, try to diss you for it or anything. You like what you like. But, like, I don't know. There's just more days of the year. They're just other day. They're just like any other day. Man, I was just messing with you though. You can like what you like. I'm glad you find enjoyment out of eating a bunch of food on Thanksgiving. Congratulations. You could do that on any other day. You could do that on any other day. You're choosing it to do it on that day. You could have picked any day of the year to eat a lot of food. Sorry. No, it's funny, like, I oddly have always been this way. Even as a kid, I was never, like, I never really cared for holidays. Like for me, holiday, like especially like Christmas and stuff, it was just like, oh, I get out of school. That's cool. But like the actual celebration of it all, I'd never really cared for. I'm just staying at home and watching Jess's streams. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. But like even as a kid though, it was just like, oh, I get out of school. That's all I care about. You're telling me I don't have to go to school for like a week, 2 weeks? Cool. Thank you. Bye. And it's not like my family didn't like do things. Like when I was a kid and stuff, we would travel to visit family and stuff for like holidays. But just at some point, I just didn't care. Not sure why. You had to cancel travel plans for that. Damn. Hey, I mean, if you have to cancel travel plans to watch my streams, that's okay with me. You probably shouldn't do that because I'm not worth that much, but hey, you know, whatever. Whatever makes you happy. I will never be worth that for anybody. You probably made a bad decision. We get to meet in over a month. Oh, you guys go into the Game Awards? Hell yeah. I hope you all have fun with that. Maybe I'll get to do that one year. You know what? This time next year, I'm gonna be at the next year's Game Awards. I'm gonna be giving out an award at the Game Awards next year. Just wait, you guys. Just watch. It'll happen. I'll be giving out an award for something. Maybe I'll be getting an award. I'll be the next. They'll bring the trending gamer back, and I'll be the trending gamer, and then I can rub it in Greg Miller's face. This is the one trip I tend to do every year. It's when I get to see my online friends. Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's what it was like. That's what RTX for me was like. That's what RTX for me was back during the Rooster Teeth days. I was like really big into Rooster Teeth, and so I'd go to Rooster Teeth from 2016 to 2019. I was going to Rooster Teeth RTX. I was a Guardian in 2018 and 2019. I actually volunteered to be a Guardian during those times. But yeah, I was a big Rooster Teeth fan back in the day. Which is funny because, like, I was a fan of Rooster Teeth. I actually discovered Rooster Teeth through Achievement Hunter. I had seen, like, Red vs. Blue and stuff, like, on Xbox and everything, because Xbox used to have, like, ads and stuff on the dashboard, on the little blades and stuff of the Xbox 360. Like, I remember seeing, like, Red vs. Blue stuff, but I never actually watched it or anything. And, there was really Achievement Hunter that I got into. And then at somewhere along the lines, I just got really into the RT podcast. Not that it's important or anything, but I just figured I'd share my history. That was my first, like, real online community of being part of that was my first, like, part of being an online community. I had never really participated in any online communities until Rooster Teeth. Yeah, nostalgic the blades. So. Cause like I wasn't even like I was a frequenter of like IGN back when IGN had like socials and blogs and stuff. Like even then I was never really participating in that either. I would occasionally like post stuff on the IG and blog stuff, but it was nothing ever too major. And yeah, it's just... Dang it, I can't see above. Well, I guess I can. Yeah. Yeah, it's Rooster Teeth. I can't even say I'm really participant of KF stuff either, like online community of KF. Like I'm getting better about like talking in chat and stuff, but I rarely talk in chat. And I don't really participate in Discord stuff at all. So like I'm like sort of loosely part of the community, I feel like. So too many notifications, yeah. So I'm loosely involved in the KF community online and stuff, but not like active. I'm not super active or anything. It's more like seeing occasionally going into other people's streams and stuff and participating there. I actually think, oddly enough, like, Snowbike Mike is probably, like, the only area that I was actually super active in. That was, like, towards the tail end of COVID when I started getting into Snowbike Mike stuff. Yeah, Mike is great. I love Mike. He brings the energy. I wish I had an ounce of the energy that Mike has. I wish I had an ounce of the charisma that freaking Mike has. He's too damn charismatic. He's too damn charismatic, man. I wish I had the... Like, that's like my biggest praise of Mike, is that he's just so dang charismatic. It makes it easy to watch him, you know? Like I recognize that too. Like that's just he's just a good performer, right? A good personality to have in front of the camera. Got the roof. Got to meet him once. He's like that in real life too. Nice. Yeah. I met the Kind of Funny gang. I want to say it was 2019, 2018. One of those years they were having like a big panel at RTX. And like as a guardian, I got to meet them briefly, like back in the backstage area. But, like, it was just, like, a short interaction and stuff. It wasn't, like, anything major. I mean, that's the case with a lot of, like, interactions at RTX when you meet the talent and stuff that was going around at RTX's. I think the only lengthy conversation was with somebody that shall not be named because he's a piece of shit. Unfortunately. One of the problematic folks that got let go during COVID with all the stuff that came out about him. I think that's the only person I had a super lengthy conversation with. And now it's tarnished forever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to explain it. Because it actually directed somebody that I was friends with from the RT community. Was friends with, still friends with. But this is the stuff that happened with her. People gotta be awful. I've gotten to meet the majority of KF, and I think they are all stand-up people. Yeah. They seem like it. I mean, like, again, brief interaction I had with, I think it was with Greg and I think Tim. Again, at RTX, the brief interaction, they seem like lovely human beings. So Greg was being very chaotic, but that's part of the course. That's the impression I get. Is just part of the course. Yeah, I'm not super in the know of the game, so I'm unaware of a lot of that. Yeah, just pretty much to give the short answer, there was 2 people, one person with Achievement Hunter and one person with Funhouse that were very problematic. Sexual deviancy things with people of the community. They were just not good stuff was going on with those 2 particular people. Both of them got let go. One of them was like far worse than the other. And one of the girls that was one of the people that was affected was somebody I knew personally. And yeah. So it's a difficult thing to talk about, and yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna not talk about that anymore. Sorry, everybody. I just wish some people at KFBFs would let the call-in situation go like they have all moved on, so should you. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what any of that's about. I didn't come to Kinda Funny until COVID, so like, I don't even know what any of that's about, and I choosing not to know, because I don't need to know. Call-in seems fine, the KF folks seem fine, so I'm like, clearly everything's fine. It is just the fans that are making it still a thing. Unfortunately. Sorry, KFBF people. I don't mean to be a jerk. All right. So, it's the end of the stream. It's time to end the stream. We're not done. We're almost done.